Alright, so we just cleaned our working station, clear table, lots of space, and only the components we're going to be working with right now. The case and our power supply. Now, why is this case? This case has been around for about 4 years. I have to say also the C70 Vengeance is pretty sturdy and really has this nice military, you know, gaming look at it. You can carry it around, you can move it. I mean, you're not afraid to bump into the thing. It's just a very good overall casing. Also, one thing I really like about it is that there's no screws on the panel. If you turn this thing around, no screws, nothing. Yeah, let me put it to the light. No screws. The only thing that will keep the panels together is this very military handle. Those very military handles they have right there. Oh, boom! You hold it, you open it up, and there. It's well done too. It's not cheap stuff. And boom, you remove the handles. So, less screws to lose. So first thing you need to know, don't put it upside down. Level up, fan down. So our power supply is right here, and we're gonna finish installing it. So try to screw tight, but not too tight. And if you see you're forcing too much, like I did here, just remove the screw. It shouldn't force that much. Actually, those kind of power supplies have two different types of entry, and so you have to keep trying until you find the right one. There you go. At this particular stage, normally, should be prepping the case with its different hard disks, usually SSD and mechanical. But today, since we are going with an M2 memory solution, we're not going to do that. We're going to go straight to the motherboard. Alright, so now we have a 90-degree view, and we're going to start by removing the hard disk tray from the case. And since we're not going to be using any classical hard disk in this build, it doesn't make sense to keep such a big element obstructing the airflow. And the exhaust will have such an easier time to get all this hot air out of the casing. Awesome. Now we are going to place back those 120mm instead of where the hard disk tray was. A bigger air volume translates in a better exhaust, and the fan will be able to push out more hot air with less effort. And make sure to place back those fans so that they suck in the air into the case. To do so, just follow the arrows on the chassis of the fan. They will clearly show the direction in which the air will be circulating. All done, and nicely done so. Next step, let's set the cables free. Now all the cables are actually attached together by a plastic/metallic wire. It's hard to tell, but inside this plastic wrap you have a metallic wire to give it rigidity. And the problem with that is that if those metallic components touch the case of the motherboard while running and on power, it might cause a short circuit. And that's why zip cable ties are just the best option if you want to keep your wires managed inside your casing.